The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
To the ground with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. They go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hawkeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Flips it out to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Proctor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. Handoff to the single back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Nice move there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He finds his man. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The give to the tailback. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And how How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He rifles one deep to the left.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Gets it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Marshall. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Keeps it on the bootleg. Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he could not get loose on the run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Proctor. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. No huddle, offense to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Let's see what he can do with the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Makes a man miss. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go right back to him. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Pocket starts, and that ball's free behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds him out of the backfield. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Needs a big completion on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. From the gun, running back gets to give. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. That pass is incomplete. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This offense has a 2nd down play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hart. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run it from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They're going to run it to the right. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He lofts one down the sideline. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 32 over Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hold him.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll leave it with him. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're going to ride this running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes his connection. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hart.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.